everyone, and welcome back to Shogun 2 Fall of the Samurai with the Fall of the Dragon Empire mod. Last time around, I wasn't too confident when we ended off the episode. We had suffered high casualties in the two battles we had had, and there was still a lot of enemies around. However, I of course was holding the province and the fort, and eventually I was able to overcome the enemy. Also, we had winter on our side, so the enemies that could escaped to the north, and the rest of them died. However, in the process they sent a assassin to attack my secondary general. And so what I ended up when he got wounded, so he's back at the capital trying to make his way up here again. And with all the losses, I decided to take his army, station some of them as garrison here, and then incorporate the rest into this army to bolster the numbers of the infantry units. So the army was absorbed. I decided to push on, and we're currently laying siege to the castle right here. Note here that the enemy's got a 12-pound Armstrong gun as part of the garrison. So it looks like the enemy is building up quite a bit of you know, technology as well. They seem to be getting some new guns. I was a little bit distracted there because I noted something on the map. I noticed that this province is unknown, and it looks like with the peace with the chief Gujiman, they've been able to strike into southern Shinano, and then also made it up and split my ally, the Kanazawas, in two. I'm sure Hida province is unknown, but I'm sure that Gujiman that has moved through and cut that in half. We should resume hostilities with Gujiman to aid our allies then, to Tomi, and then through here, moving towards the capital in Minno. Northern Shinano is still allied. However, the enemy is just cut straight through them. The Kanazawas, which is not great. I just noticed this. Who's this? This is Sado Island, which is sending an army. They should focus their fleet to take out the British one so that we can resume trade. I want money! God damn you! Right. So we're gonna do the siege up there, but I've also got some other things going on. I've now been able, through the technology tree, to get the tier 2 units. So now we're able to get the tier 2 units. And so we've got the Guard Zouaves, which, let me check really quick, which was Majowski, I believe, that he had ordered the Guard Zouaves. If I can find the post here to see what they were supposed to be called. Second Guard Zouaves. What were they called? And we're also building Guard Grenadiers. Guard Grenadiers are being built right now, which I believe was Jipilu's Guard Grenadiers, which are currently being recruited. We also then have Joshua Thompson's Lances, Guard Lances, which you can see here being built. Two of them has already been sent over here to this army, but more on the way. So we're starting to get everyone. We're missing Kirkman's Marine Corps, which I think is about it. However, as soon as I get the level 3 military port here, I should be able to get the Marines, and then everyone who wanted one has gotten their brigade. But what we're gonna do today, before we go ahead and conduct the siege, here's the general, of course, Hercule, that was wounded, and he's making his way up there again. I actually have more generals than I have armies right now. I think before we go ahead and try and help the Kanazawas and go against Gujiman, we need to raise the secondary force here for the secondary general, so we have 2 armies moving this way. In terms of China, what I've been able to do in China now, let's just go ahead and take a look there. I did manage to get enough money, so as you can see there's smoke coming out, and that is from basic industries. So the provinces are actually now going with a profit, so we have been able to increase the wealth by 2,000 in both of these. So now they are actually I'm getting some money from them. As you can see, I don't know how much that will be actually taxed income, but they're actually useful now in terms of some wealth for me. But I'm not really focusing on that area right now. Let's head back to Japan. And then also, what I've been doing is building up my navy, because I did have a number of ports that were neither trade ports. 3,700. I believe didn't they cost a lot more? Anyways, we're gonna build this to our naval province, because the ironworks actually reduce the cost of ships here. Not by a lot. I'd actually rather have increased accuracy, but I think that probably kind of breaks with the mod, because the accuracy of the guns is already quite high in this mod, as we've seen. And the thing is, with the tier 2 units, it actually has increased quite a lot. So the normal units before had a actually, well, the reload skill, I should say, has increased by 10 points up to the new unit, with extra ammo as well. Range wise, range has also increased actually with the new units. So now if I get more of these tier 2 units, I should be able to outrange most of the Japanese units. Plus then the 10 points extra in reload rate should mean that I could massacre them before they are even able to return fire to me, which is great. But we also have been building the navy, and I've been able to gather 5 ships, 5 of my own ironclads of or Victorieuse class, and I put one of my generals, the newest general that I got, Ferrand, and he's gonna lead this attack against the Chinese navy. We can see the Chinese junk, which is an awful ship. However, there's the famed ironclad, which I've been building up a lot of hype around. So let's see if it actually is as strong as I said it was. If we're able to win the battle, I should be able to once again be able to open up the trade through here, which should massively increase the amount of money I'm getting, and we could then raise more armies and expand warfare everywhere. And we're already at 10,000 per turn, so I could already expand my armies quite a bit. But with even more coming in from the tax, from the tariffs then on the trade, I should definitely be able to raise quite the force. But with that, let's go ahead and attack. And okay, so that's a good sign that the Chinese fleet leaves. I don't know where it'll end up. Wait, how was it able to go invisible at just that range? It's right off my coast. Right, but that's a good sign. There's the Chinese one. It's, in terms of the outlay, it looks the same, but look at the hull strength. It's got 20,000 hull strength and 1300 cannon range, 8 cannons. Let's compare it to mine. Mine have 10,000 hull strength and 900 cannon range. So if I could capture that ship, that would be great, because there might become more of these Chinese ships. As soon as my fleet came up here, before there was loads of ships hovering around the Chinese, big Chinese. It's not really an ironclad, is it? This at this point is more of a I don't know what to call them really. I don't know the terminology for a ship like this, but at this point, I think you would have advanced from being called ironclad, right? But as soon as my fleet came up here, all the other sort of traditional fleets started moving away. So, right, here goes nothing then. Blasted Chinese. It is heavily in their favor, but just a sheer amount of ships, I will be able to overwhelm the Chinese. And without further ado, let's go ahead. I was gonna say sink the bastard, but it would be nice if I could capture him. Here's the result of the battle. We have a decisive victory. Unfortunately, the Chinese ship was lost, and I was not able to capture it. Look at the damage, though, that was made to my ship there. It's lost 14 guns and 100 men out of its crew. I mean, imagine if it had been the wooden one, it would have exploded immediately. So really good there. A bit of a shame that I wasn't able to capture it. My general should be getting points for this, right? For winning the naval battles. This could be a way to, like, easily boost the general's points by going around and sinking the enemy fleets, because, I mean, these guys can't really withstand that. This one should go to port though and repair. Right, time for another siege. I could wait one turn to allow for me to force them to sally forth. The problem with that though is enemy reinforcement armies, which would come from over here, come in to support them, because I have been sieging it for quite a while. It would be easier to take them on without doing that, but I think the safest bet, without having to face a huge army. At the same time though, there's a lot of guns and crap inside. A lot of these troops are weak. You know what? Let's take the safe option. Last time around I waited when I attacked here, and we faced them in such a huge battle, and it, you know, stopped me for quite a while. If I'm able to kill them here quickly and take the castle and set up there, I'll deny them yet another province, and you know what, yeah, we'll attack and destroy them. So the enemy has 3,700 men against my 4,000. However, We are the bloody French. Here's the result of the siege. It's a decisive victory. We did, though, lose 25 of our men in storming the fort. It's quite difficult. They are starting to get more tier 2 units. Maybe I start to realize that the enemy has more tier 2 units. Not only artillery, now they didn't deploy the Armstrong guns, but they do have the sort of early bolt action style rifles, similar to us now. A lot of their tier 2 units. But the castle is mine. Now the reinforcements. I was worried about the reinforcements. It's 3 wooden cannons. Plus 2 units. So these are tier 2, as you can see, and actually the reload skill on... Oh, this is a tier 2 unit. It's got a reload skill of 60. These guys got 30, this guy got 50, but this 60, that's higher than my tier 2 units, which are 50. Damn, I didn't realize that the, however you pronounce that, was that great. Right, we've taken control of this. Looks like I'm definitely gonna have to step up the production. The thing is also, I think I realize now that I need to switch out all my tier 1 units against tier 2 units, because if we go here, I believe the units are now supposed to be replaced by let's see. Wait, what's this? Guards of tier 3. Tier 3 gets 60 for us. These Colonial Fusiliers, I believe, are the units that we're supposed to... They're actually Colonial Fusiliers. The unit is smaller, the range is the same, the reload skill is 10 points higher, but in terms of when the 5 points more of ammunition, but the accuracy is basically the same, actually a little bit worse, I think, than the current units. Fusiliers the same. Skirmishers, upgrading the skirmishers gonna be to tier 2 is gonna be a top priority, because these guys actually have 275 range, so they would outrange the enemy. Voltigeur. It's also got... I'm gonna have to look into a little bit closer at what kind of unit I would make like my main. Grenadiers, pretty good. Accuracy 20. Okay, so it's not completely like... The tier 1 units are not completely... Actually, what the crap? What is this the tier 1? They have only 10 accuracy? No, that can't be. My normal units have 17. That's actually upgraded units. 17, and then it's got 1 point. What is... Do I have any? There's one without 16. 20 isn't. 4 points is an improvement, though. Right. We'll continue on here. Currently, though, I didn't see really a field battle here. Maybe I should take stock on how much of this episode I've done. Because there's probably going to be quite a jump here in between episodes. There's a bit of a march up to their last stronghold. And I'm going to have to go into quite heavy production in trying to set up my new units, get a load of tier 2 units, make sure that my generals have troops to all of them, and send them out into the field to crush our enemies. Right, the north is sort of done in a sense. I don't think there's going to be any upsets there. Maybe I'm wrong. But it's going to be going down then to the south and going against the Gujiman. And maybe with that as well, expanding the war in China. and actually now be more aggressive against the Chinese, since I have money enough to build industry in the Chinese towns to actually make them profitable. Right. Let's go ahead and end turn though, and see if the enemy does anything in response. Would you look at that? I often say that the AI listens into me. Looks like Gujujiman listened into me, and they've declared war. I guess they felt confident after splitting my ally in two. Calling in my ally doesn't make much sense because they already are in the war. Unless they have decided to sign a peace treaty with them. But if they have, it's probably for the better. They have one enemy, and it is Kanazawa. Huh. But there's no point then. I'm not entirely sure who this is. It's either... It must be the clan, the Mo up to the north, at the very end of Japan. I think. Trade agreement broken with the Okayama clan. Were they destroyed, or why was it broken? Enemy raid at Imawate, which is no surprise. We have a fire, a great fire. Construction in this province, wealth and unhappiness. Right. Oh, yeah. Well, this wasn't part of the fire. This was castle was burning because I shot it with shells. I will send in the police to deal with it. Not the fire department, I'm sending in the police to deal with it. Right, we're gonna repair this port, and hopefully that will open up a lot of trade. I seem to have lost a lot of trade in that. Right. The, actually, my allies, the Kanazawas, moved an army through here and is moving on the attack. I should follow. Did I have any troops come online, as it were? No. Grenadiers are 2 turns away. and the Lance is 1 turn away. Do I have any of the new units that recruit at any type of... Actually, I cannot recruit. Oh, there we go. These must be the old unit. Why is it so cheap? 25 cost of recruiting units. I could recruit a ton of these then. Especially hopefully once the trade is opening up here. Right. Having this general though march all the way up here to try and aid. He should probably stop somewhere halfway to pick up troops instead. Or he should pick up troops along the way as he will continue march, but he will pick up troops along the way. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it was the clan to the very north that declared war on us. What I could actually do is I can ask Kubota for a peace deal. So that I can focus on the new one, the new threat. Kubota should be broken down quite thoroughly. Request peace.
I have better things to do than
I
listen
cannot
to an old
request them
woman's
to
prattle.
force into
Speak
allies,
and try to
or
make sense.
what's it called? Vassalship? Can I demand money from them? That is satisfactory. 5,000. That's I want more then. 10,000. What if I demand 10,000 from you? That's also satisfactory. Can I, how much can I demand before it becomes a problem? 20,000? Is he gonna agree to this though? I'm wondering. Let's do 25,000 and see if that actually works. 25,000. Will you agree to this? This is so bad, but we accept.
Do not
I feel like I could have extorted him from even more. Oh, he cannot be a vassal because he's already vassal of someone else. I just got 25,000 out of that trade deal. Or trade deal. Yeah, trade deal. You get peace, I get 25,000. Jesus. That's a lot of money. 25,000 to be able to spend on... I'm probably going to spend all of it on troops, actually. Possibly what I want to do is I want to upgrade this trade port, though, to a level 3 trade port. Because a level 3 trade port... Do I have anywhere where it's a level 2? I have some of these, but this one actually goes to a level 3. Level 3 opens up... Can I... it opens up establishing trade routes to different continents. So that's when we start trading with, like, the Americans... These American trade here. And I think there's British trade down here somewhere. Somewhere down here, if I recall. So there's like, I think there's 2 of those nodes. And you get a lot of money from trading with America. Currently, the trade going there is 6,000. I don't know if that's enemy or friend or who that is. But that's a lot of money. 25,000. And I kind of want to load a save and see how much could I possibly extort from him. Because you know, 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, 25. And it didn't seem like it was shaky at all. I wonder how much I could possibly have gone from him. The AI is probably, because it's such a high difficulty, the AI is probably so flush with cash. Jesus Christ, 25,000. I'm lucky in, like, when I play Napoleon, if you get 500 or something from the enemy or something like that. 25,000. But you know, greed. You know, asking for more and right. I do think though that I'm not in position right now to take swift action anywhere really. Because I'm kind of overextended with that. I don't have enough troops anywhere prepared. I need to build up, because I really want, if I'm gonna move into enemy territory, I really want 2 armies. So I've got that backup to back up the first one. So we're not left with 1 army that gets surrounded or ambushed or killed in any way like that. So I guess we're gonna end it here. But damn, I'm really wondering how much cash could I possibly have gotten from that? 25,000. Right, but on that note, I guess we will end it. In between episodes here, I probably not that much change in terms of claiming territory or anything like that. However, next time I hopefully should be ready with multiple armies raised and ready to kick some bloody ass. And with that, I'll end the episode. Hopefully you guys enjoy this, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.